Hello everyone. In the previous video, we have discussed how to create a swept surface using explicit profile. Now here in this video, we will discuss how to create the swept surfaces using a linear profile. In this linear profile, you can see the subtype of option is limit and middle with reference surface, with reference curve, with tangent surface, with the draft direction, with two tangency surface. Now let's discuss with two limit. Okay, so you can create the swept surface that used the implicit linear profile by defining two guide curve and limit to each guide. Okay, now I'm just selecting this guide curve, or this is my first guide curve and this is my second guide curve. Whenever I will create, it will limit the first guide curve. Okay, you can see is limit, and as I say in the previous video, the start point and end point, it will be create a plane which is perpendicular or normal to that particular curve, which is cut the surface while creating. You can see whenever I will drag this or increase the length, I will define the length, it will be creating according to that cutting surface. Okay, so this is how we can create the sweep by using two limits. Okay, you can see we can increase or decrease the length of the limit. Now you can see we have increased the length of the first guide curve surface. You can increase the second length of this guide curve. Okay, so this is how we can create this one. Now we'll go to the second one, that is your limit and middle. I'm just selecting the first guide curve and second guide curve. Okay, so you can see the plane is created, the surface is created, and it is exactly the second guide curve is exactly divided the surface to different segment. Okay, so you can apply the spline over here. We can apply the spline. When apply the spline, uh, it will follow the path of this spline. Okay, but remember, when this second guide curve will divide the surface to two equal segment. Okay, now the next one is your let. I'll just move this, clear the section, review. Now the third one is your with the reference surface. Okay, I'm just creating the I'm selecting the reference surface. With reference surface, selecting the guide curve. Let this is my guide curve with reference surface. Okay, and here I'll give the angle, let 30 degree preview. Okay, preview. Okay, you can see if I will select this one, it is not really limiting this. Okay, so I will select this guide curve, so it will create this, and you can see the guide curve I have selected this one, and the reference surface is this. Okay, so automatic it is creating the surface with the length. We can increase the length or decrease the length. We can give the first length and second length also. Okay, In this way we can create the spline. Sorry, you can create the sweep. Then the next one is your with reference curve. Okay, similarly same, I'm just selecting this curve and the reference curve it is let this one, and same 30-degree angle with this preview. Now my profile is this one. Let me hide the this surface. Now you can see my profile is this one. Okay, you can see the first guide curve is this one with respect to the second guide curve. Third, this guide curve it will create the angle and it will create the surface. Now the next type of sweep it is your with tangent surface. With tangent surface. Okay, with tangent surface, let okay, I will just creating this value. Okay, now I have this surface. Now I want to create a surface by using this tangent surface. So my guide curve is this one and my tangent surface is this preview, and you can see the surface is creating with respect to the tangent surface. The surface is creating with respect to this tangent surface. A small surface is creating which is generating from the tangent. Let this will be my guide curve. हाँ भाई आ रहा है अभी 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 स्टार्ट हुआ है धीरे धीरे. Then the next type of swept surface by using draft direction. Okay, so I'm just click the sweep going to the with draft direction. Here I am selecting the guide curve and let my draft direction is this one, and I will give the angle 60-degree. Okay, of this 60-degree. Okay, and whenever I will click just click this sweep first one, this preview. Okay, you can see guide curve distance. You can see the surface is created with respect to angle 30-degree and with respect to this draft direction. Okay, now we can see the length type. Okay, here you will find the length type. One is here from curve. From the curve the length will be generated 20 20 both the side. Okay, if I will create the change the second length 0, then automatic the second length will be eliminated. Okay, let's keep it 20 and 20. Okay, you can see the second one is your standard. So whenever it will create, it will be standard throughout the surface. It will maintain the 20 and 20. Then the next one is your from up to. Okay, if I will select this up to let my up to some point, I will create some point here. Create some point. You can see up to this surface, up to this point, relimiting element, the surface is generated, created. Okay, the next one is here from extreme, from the extreme point. Okay, now the extreme point is this one. Okay, if I will, so from the extreme, if I will change this length, this will be 0. Let from the extreme the curve is calculated, the curve length, the surface length is calculated. The next one is here along with the surface, along with the surface preview. You can see, so along with the surface means the length will be calculated from the middle. Okay, so you can see whenever you will increase this one, it will increase here itself. Okay, along with the surface will be calculated. Similarly with the second relimiting type. Okay, so this is how we can create the swept surface by using draft direction. The next one is your swept surface with two tangency surface. So here with the two tangency surface, so my first surface is, let my spline which is perpendicular to this surface z direction. Okay, first tangent surface is this one, second tangent surface is this one, preview. Okay, just selecting this with two tangency surface. Okay, with two tangency surface, so my first tangency surface is this, second tangency surface is this, and I want in direction. Okay, in x direction the spline will be created. Now we can see the surface is created with respect to the tangency, but I don't want this unwanted element. So what you need to do is just click over this and apply the trim first element tangency. If I will trim the first element, only the first element, unwanted element will be trimmed. If I will go with the both the trim second element also, trim, preview. Okay, and you can see the surface is the sweep is created with respect to two tangency surface and two eliminating surface also, unwanted eliminating surface. In this way you can create swept surface using explicit linear profile. Hope you got the concept of this one. Thank you. Jai Jagannath.